Hello, friends. Welcome to this special episode of Meeting the Professionals under the special program Pathfinders being run by Viva Life Skills trainers and consultants. Today, we are very lucky to have with us a very eminent senior advocate of the Supreme Court of India, Mr. Deepak Nargolkar. Mr. Deepak Nargolkar's career span goes over 4 decades, and he started his career as a young advocate in Mumbai. And then, after having done various important, handled various important legal matters in the Mumbai High Court, he at some stage decided to move to Delhi and practice in the Supreme Court of India. While he was here in Mumbai, he had handled various important matters, legal matters, and he represented government of Maharashtra in handling those matters. And some of these are the boundary disputes, the water disputes, Krishna Narmada, Enron, Sri Krishna Commission, Latur earthquake, and these are all extremely significant events that happened on the scene of Maharashtra. So he's been a very active part of all of that. We'll hear about it more when we talk to him. So today, it's a great pleasure to have with us Mr. Deepak Nargolkar. So on behalf of all of you, I welcome Mr. Deepak Nargolkar. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Every profession has the struggles, which are the initial days, teething struggles, as we call them. So, what were your struggles like as a youngster who has newly entered the profession?
Yes. Actually, when I joined the profession, my father being in the profession, he handed over a brief to me on Sunday morning to be argued for final hearing next day.
Okay.
There were two appeals, and the opponent was the topmost senior in the appellate side, who ultimately became judge and retired as Chief Justice of Bangalore High Court.
Okay.
So, and since I was doing LL.M, that time your brain is set in such a way that when you read, you master the facts. I had
Okay.
not seen the court before that. So I entered the court and I started telling the facts in a very brief manner, but in very one by one without bothering whether the judge is
In,
understanding or not. But the
okay.
judge then told me that you have to go slow because I have to take notes.
Okay.
So the matter went on for about 3 hours. Then
Oh,
all 5 days, my father gave me one brief or the other, and first 5 days I appeared in different courts against different seniors and worked out those matters. So my
right.
career that way started with ease. But then I went to city civil court, argued a big matter. That time, some big senior was opposing me, and one senior was sitting in the court, and he came and gave his card to me and asked me to see him in his chamber. So he started giving me work. Then I
Okay.
joined two part-time law colleges as a professor. So in the morning, I used to teach law in one college. In the evening, I used to teach law in the other college. So my day used to start at 6 o'clock and end at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh,
That way, though I had briefs, I was working, but it was a very hard time.
right.
Then in 1980, I suddenly felt that it is time that I must go to the highest court of the land, that is Supreme Court.
Okay.
So I got into the train and came to Delhi. I had not seen Delhi. Actually, actually, I feel that the struggle started after 1980 because that time I was alone. I had no support. The persons who were there already settled down in Delhi from Maharashtra did not help. Not only that, they did not help, they saw to it that I am pulled down.
Yeah. Okay.
And then even they spread a rumor that I have left practice. They spread a rumor
Oh my
that
God.
I am no more there.
That's terrible.
So it started like that, but some advocates from other states came to my rescue, and slowly I settled down. I once I got in touch with one very senior retired Kerala High Court judge, and he got a fancy for me, and he started giving me matters to argue.
Okay.
So that went on for some time. Then I started a partnership with one of my friends. That went on for a couple of years. Then I joined Maharashtra government, and whatever matters you just now mentioned, those matters I dealt with. It was really
Right.
a very pleasing experience.
Right. Right.
And even today, I am representing state of Maharashtra in all water disputes.
Okay.
So it went on quite a long way. And initially, as you know, everybody is interested in who moved the cheese. So
Oh,
nobody wanted that I should come and settle down in Delhi and move their cheese.
right. Right.
And
I understand. I
I,
understand.
you need a place to stay, a vehicle, and this and that. And I
Right.
used to walk 4 kilometers to go to the bus stop and catch a bus back home.
Oh,
So
right.
those
Right.
were difficult times, but work
Very
kept
fulfilling
on
and
coming, and therefore I could survive.
right. Right. But actually, I mean, those were the reasons why you made a very strong foundation for your future growth.
Yes.
Can you describe as to what has been your toughest time or situation that you handled in a as a professional?
Toughest time, of course, was when I was with state of Maharashtra, because there used to be lot of matters every day, and I had to run from court to court,
Oh,
and to argue about 20-25 matters a day was not a joke.
oh my God. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and therefore I used to sit very late at night and finish reading, and next day morning I used to run from court to court. At
Oh,
that
okay.
time, there was an election petition of very high profile person whom I was representing in the Supreme Court.
Right.
And that time I had engaged Ram Jethmalani as my counsel.
Right.
So the day used to start at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And I used to go to Ram Jethmalani, and you would not believe that previous night he would be working up to 12:30 with us. And at 8 o'clock, he is ready, putting his bands, coat, and gown, and sitting under the lamp and reading the brief. He
Fantastic.
was one of the best counsels of India. He used to
Right.
read each and every matter thoroughly himself and would
Right.
not depend upon any other person.
Brief
So,
prepared by someone. Right.
yes, and to brief such a counsel was a challenge. So we used to start at 8 o'clock. Up to 10:15, we used to be in his chamber.
Right.
10:15, we used to start and reach the court at 10:30, when he would follow and start his arguments. Then whatever authorities he want, whatever other materials he want,
Right.
we have to give him, and then
Right.
he would continue.
Right.
So that will go up to 4 o'clock.
There are a lot of young people who want to join this profession, and so what do you would want to like to tell them as to what are the personal skills and some personality traits that they should definitely possess if they have to succeed in this profession?
Actually, now what has happened is, initially it was 3 year course, now it is 5 year course.
Oh, I see.
Now the 3 year course was always a part-time course. We used to go to the college in the morning, and by 10
Right.
o'clock it used to be free.
Hmm.
But now it is a full-time course, a 5 year course, and you
Right.
get a BA LL.B degree.
BA LL.B.
BA LL.B degree.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because the first 2 years they have some history and other arts topics.
Okay. Okay. Right.
So, and those who are joining 5 year course, they know that yes, I desire to become an advocate.
Yeah.
So now what happens is, after these 5 years proper course, because you have an entrance examination.
Right.
That all India law entrance examination is quite tough and one has to prepare very well. So if you
Right.
get in good law school, then you are out as an excellent advocate from
Right.
all sides.
Right.
And you are picked up by not only Indian firms but by foreign firms also. One of
Right.
my friend's two children were picked up by National School Bangalore from National School Bangalore directly, and they have settled down in London.
Fantastic.
And
Very nice.
their pay scale is so high that even I am not earning that much even today.
Right. Right.
So that is a very, very lucrative profession now.
Right.
But
Right.
one has to be totally devoted to this profession. There
Right.
cannot be any shortcuts.
Correct.
You have to study very hard, and even after joining the profession, number of hours one has to put in is minimum 15 to 18 hours these youngsters now are
Okay.
required to do. So it is
Okay.
not that I finished law and then everything is on
No,
the table and
definitely
I
not.
have to
Yeah.
enjoy it.
True. True.
Every day
Definitely
one
not.
has to fight for it.
Right. Right. Right.
Then you have to develop court craft. You have to convince the client and get his approval for everything. He should
Correct.
have 100% confidence in yourself. What
Yes.
you are
Yes.
doing. I have done what is best in my client's interest.
Absolutely.
And that
Absolutely.
is what one has
That is
to
the key.
learn.
Yeah. 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 That's a very
Only
important aspect.
reading
Yeah.
books doesn't take you
No,
anywhere.
that's a very, very important aspect as to how you manage your own clients and how they should develop that confidence in you. So, Mr. Nargolkar, coming to the next question, what is the realistic way of realistic advice that you would give to the youngsters? I mean, both the pluses and minuses of if they decide to come to your profession today.
Actually, realistic, see what happens is if one is not passionate about the profession, he
What you are
can't
doing. Yeah.
succeed. One has to be well informed because what type of clients come to you, we don't know.
Is the you yeah you can't decide that.
You must have a fair, good general knowledge and knowledge about all branches. That
Right.
will take you to a higher level. Then
Right.
one should be a great communicator
Right.
because you have to communicate to the judges as well as to the client.
As well as to the
See,
client.
you have to communicate properly with the judges as well as to the client. And
Right.
one has to be goal oriented. What is your ultimate goal? And therefore, it should inspire you that
Right.
what you can do and legally what you can do.
Right.
So then, of course, manners, etiquettes, then
All of yeah.
ethics.
Ethics. Yeah, of course. Very, very, absolutely.
Ethics are, well, our seniors used to tell us because we had ethics as one of the subjects that advocate on the record. So they used
Okay.
to say, what you don't do is ethics. What you do is not ethics.
Very interesting. But
And that is the end of the matter, they used to say.
yeah.
But one has to be honest,
Yeah.
the integrity, fair play. See, where you should give something to the other side, you must. The best example is Soli Sorabji, who was the Attorney General of India. People used to
Right.
say that and I personally feel that he is the best opponent.
Right.
Because
Right.
if I make a point, he will tell the court that yes, you give it to him.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
Even
So,
even a shy person can make his personality in
right.
his
Right.
favor.
Right. If he possesses all the other qualities.
Yes, if he possesses all other qualities.
Right. Perfectly all right. So the next question is, that which is there on the minds of all young people, and it is also on the minds of their parents as to what are the prospects if someone becomes an advocate.
Prospects, if you see legal profession, it is the highest number of lawyers in India in
Oh,
the
I see.
legal profession.
Okay. Compared to all other
And
countries, you mean to say?
yes, highest
Okay.
number of lawyers in India in respect of other professions, doctors and other things.
Right. Compared to that. Right.
And it is the most honorable profession.
Of
Society
course.
holds you in high esteem.
Absolutely true.
So all that takes you at a different level. And because of all this, now different fields are coming in the profession. Like foreign law firms are entering.
Yeah.
Now foreign law firms will open offices in India.
Right.
It is a reciprocal arrangement. So if we are allowed to go there, they will allow you to come here.
Right.
So you can get employment there.
Right. Right.
You can get employment in other law firms. There are several law firms which are coming up and which are having tremendous work.
Right.
So all those law firms, what they are doing is they go to the campus and select the cream, and then they take them and employ them, and their prospects are so high that their initial salaries are 1.5 lakhs per
Oh,
month.
okay.
So
Right.
they start on a different footing,
Right. Right.
and therefore legal profession is, according to me, it's a very challenging profession, and it's a
Yeah.
best profession one can easily go, because otherwise there is no investment.
Right. Right.
There is no investment except the brain.
Except
So
true.
if you do
That's
that,
that's the most crucial one. Without
but
that, nothing
that,
happens.
yes, you are right. But that what happens is brain plus hard work, industry. All this is
True.
necessary.
That is true. Absolutely.
Simply because you have brains, nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen. Yeah.
So you
True.
must have
So,
hard work.
yeah, absolutely. Now, actually, it's very interesting going, but for paucity of time, I think I want to come to the last question about the future trends. Now, when I talk of future trends, there are two aspects that I want probably you to cover. One aspect is today the digital world has not left any profession untouched, and it's all pervasive. It's pervading into all possible professions. And second is, of course, with the various developments that are happening globally, there are newer trends coming into each profession. Like even in the legal matters, newer dimensions are coming in. So, could you put some light on this?
Yes, actually, mediation is coming very fast. There is a provision under CPC section 89 that even a pending matter can be referred by the court to mediator. Now, mediators are properly trained persons who can mediate between the parties. Now, you may recollect that few days back, the Chief Justice of India specifically said that mediation should be explored.
Right.
Now, what happens is nobody understands that out of the 8 crores cases pending in all the courts in India, 70-80% cases, state and central government is party. Now,
Oh,
if they come forward and say that we want to mediate and
mediate.
finish off the matter, nothing
Right.
will remain in the court.
Right.
So mediation is excellent. Even yesterday, if you see Chief Justice of India, who comes from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, wanted to see that the matter, the water dispute between Telangana and Andhra Pradesh should be settled by mediation, because it
By
is
mediation.
it doesn't involve any money, so it is the best thing. But the problem in India is who will bail the cat. If my decision that instead of 4 crores, I will settle it for 2 crores, then people will feel that yes, I have taken 1 crore out.
Right. Right. I understand.
So who will bail the cat is a big problem in India. If
Right.
that can be solved by the government itself, then
Right.
the pendency will become nil.
Okay.
It's a very, very interesting thing, and one should go ahead and
One should.
mediation.
Right.
And
Right.
the young people can get training and become mediators.
Mediators.
So that is a good branch.
Right.
Second is arbitration.
Right.
Arbitration is growing field, and now India has also realized that matter should be decided. So they have capped the fees of arbitrators
Okay.
under the new act, and
I see.
therefore it becomes easy, and
Right.
the matters can get over faster.
Right. Right.
Then, secondly, the new horizon is, as I told you, new law firms, foreign law firms will come
Right, right.
and establish their offices here. That's a very big.
Big opportunity. Yeah. Right,
Then, few days back, you must have seen that the juveniles who were declared juveniles,
right.
lakhs and lakhs of juveniles are still in jail and have not been released,
Oh my
even
God.
though they have been declared juvenile by a competent court.
Right,
Now, youngsters should take up such things and try
right,
to get justice to them.
right.
Even I can tell you that under trials, 90% of them are in jail and they have no means to come to court and ask for bail.
Oh
And
my
they
God.
are languish in jail, and that is means if the sentence, maximum sentence is 5 years, they are already inside 6 years
All
without trial.
okay.
So all these things can be taken care of
Sure.
by youngsters by putting their heart.
Right, right. So I think for paucity of time, we'll have to stop here. Advocate Nargolkar, you have been really, really fantastic. You gave some very interesting insights into your own personal struggles as a young advocate, and the kind of you had to suffer, and maybe you made some very stiff compromises in terms of hard work, and you practiced in Delhi in an unknown, uncharted territory for you. And then you also talked about various skills and personal traits that the youngsters should have if they really are serious in getting into the profession of law and practicing law. And then, of course, you gave very interesting anecdotes of some great people with whom you interacted. So all this put together is really, really going to be very helpful for all the youngsters who wish to consider law as one of their option for their future profession, and all those who have already made up their mind to practice law, and also all the young lawyers today would hugely benefit if they listen to your interview. So, on behalf of all our members, thank you very much, Advocate Deepak Nargolkar.
My pleasure.
Thanks for being with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.